Hello YouTubers and fellow Whovians, and once again welcome to another Doctor Who DVD review. This time I shall be taking a look at the classic, incredible story, The Seeds of Doom, which stars Tom Baker as the 4th Doctor. So as always, let's just take a look at what the DVD cover has to offer. We've got the purple BBC DVD logo at the top, but if you wish to change it to the one before that, you can do so because it is a reversible cover. We have at the lower half the main action of the story, and I must say it's a really good cover. I really like this cover. We've got Tom Baker, the 4th Doctor, the Death Note article at the middle here. We've got the Crinoid on the right. We've got Sarah Jane Smith on the lower right. We've got an explosion, which is in the snowy area, which is in the first 2 episodes of the story, and you've got some snow falling down there. And we have the final form of the Crinoid featured at the last sort of like the later half, the later parts of the story. And we have the mansion, which also takes place in the majority of the story. This is a 2-disc set. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention we've got the pod right in the middle there. And you've got this hexagon there, I quite like that. Yeah, so 2-disc set, it's a PG. Tom Baker years 1974 to 81, and the strip is green, and I think it suits it very well. Gives it that foresty feel, because, you know, this cover, just look at it, it's very green. It suits it very well because the Crinoids are a plant-like monster, so I'm very happy with that. The spine, that's what it looks like. So again, you can swap it over, you can have the other logo there. Just all you need to do is just reverse the cover. And on the back, we just have some screen grabs from the story at the top there. And this story was written by the late Robert Banks Stewart, who's just passed away very, very recently, in the same week as David Bowie and Alan Rickman. It's been a terrible start to 2016, unfortunately, in terms of people who have died, and it's not exactly gone that great for me either, to be honest. But anyway, as a tribute to Robert Banks Stewart, I'd like to say that Terror of the Zygons and this story were just 2 unbelievable stories. They're absolutely brilliant. It's a pity he didn't write any more. And the plot goes, when scientists unearth 2 seed pods deep in the Arctic permafrost, the Doctor and Sarah Jane rush to investigate. Soon the Doctor's worst fears are confirmed. The pods house Crinoids, one of the most parasitic and dangerous life forms in the universe. One of the creatures has already infected the scientists, and now a hideous monster is rampaging through the base, intent on total destruction. When the second pod is stolen amidst the escalating carnage, it is transported into the hands of insane botanist Harrison Chase. From his mansion in England, the plant-obsessed Chase will allow the pod to split open. Both the ruthless millionaire and the rapidly growing carnivorous Crinoid are intent on infecting and destroying our entire world. So that's quite a big plot line, and it does make sense because this is 6 parts long. It was the season finale to season 13, which is one of the greatest seasons of Doctor Who ever made, hands down. Every single story in that season is just brilliant. So anyway, special features. We've got a commentary by Tom Baker, John Challis, who plays Scorby, and some people will be familiar with him, of course, for playing Boise in Only Fools and Horses. We have Kenneth Gilbert, we have Michael McStay, Philip Hinchcliffe, who was, of course, the producer, and Robert Banks Stewart, who was the writer, who's just recently passed away. Roger Murray Leach, who was the designer. Jogs Canfield, who's the son of Douglas Canfield, who directed this story. And again, Douglas Canfield, one of the greatest directors in Doctor Who history. We've got Podshock examining the making of the Seeds of Doom, playing the Green Cathedral, the music of Jeffrey Bergen. Strip for Action, a look at the comic strip adventures, this time of the Fourth Doctor, and there's a few of these in the Doctor Who DVD range. We've got a Now and Then, locations used in the Seeds of Doom, 24 years on. Now it is 30 years on. So what do you do exactly? The roles of production assistant and production unit manager with Graham Harper, one of the greatest directors again in Doctor Who history, directed classics such as The Caves of Randazani, and he also came back in the new series as well. We've got isolated score, trails on continuity, which I always enjoy watching, Radio Times billings, and Douglas Canfield's paper edit, which is quite interesting, and all the rest are just usual. You got production, information stubs, photo gallery, coming soon, Easter eggs, digitally remastered picture and sound quality, and finally this story was released on BBC One between the 31st of January, so just one day after what would have been my birthday if I was alive back then, and the 6th of March 1976. Produced by Philip Hinchcliffe and directed by Douglas Canfield. And as I said, this is 6 episodes long, so it's quite long. It's 144 minutes, so it's over a good 2 hours. Inside, we've got the leaflet here, and I've just got the 2 discs. So disc 1 and disc 2, and there's not really that much going on. Both the discs are exactly the same here. Sometimes they use different pictures for 2 discs, but in this case they've just gone with the same picture. So overall, great DVD release, lots of special features to look at. It took me a while to get through that, and you know, it's a good 6-part story. For me, it doesn't get boring at all. Some people might get a bit bored, but in my personal opinion, The Seeds of Doom is just an absolutely brilliant piece of television, and it is definitely one of the best Doctor Who stories of all time. It's certainly one of the strongest Tom Baker episodes. This was when the programme was at its peak, especially during the classic series, because it was in the Philip Hinchcliffe era. There's not one story in that era, I don't think, that I actually dislike. So yeah, Seeds of Doom, it's one of the best out of that era, and I would highly recommend you pick it up. And this is the best way to go with this DVD release, because you get tons of special features, and it's just brilliant. I don't think you'd be disappointed with this at all. I think the Krynoids are absolutely amazing monsters. So yes, definitely pick this up. I absolutely recommend it, 110%. Thank you very much everyone for watching my DVD review of The Seeds of Doom. Stay tuned next time.